TikTok is the newest emerging social platform, and like all of social media evolutions, it's weird, it's unfamiliar, and young people love it. So in this episode, we'll be giving you a primer on everything you need to know about TikTok so you can begin exploring it with your church and student ministry.
Well, hey there, and welcome to Pro Church Tools. This is the show to help you share the message of Jesus while we navigate the biggest communication shift in 500 years. I'm your host, Alex Mills, joined as always by Brady Shearer.
The biggest communication shift, and it keeps getting weirder, Alex.
It's shifting, and I'm not ready for it.
The new social platform, emerging. It's here. It's called TikTok. Actually, the emphasis is on the tick, not the talk, but I like to say TikTok instead of TikTok.
I'm going to opt for TikTok.
TikTok.
Yes.
TikTok.
Now people are pausing and saying it out loud to themselves to try and figure out which way I say it. Yeah.
It's like the music festival that we went to when we were kids. It's called Kingdom Bound.
Yeah, or Kingdom Bound.
I had this one friend that was like, Kingdom Bound. We're like, no, it's not.
It's definitely not that.
It's Kingdom Bound.
Yeah.
He's like, Kingdom Bound. I'm still upset. 11 years later.
What is TikTok?
We are going to break down for you 13 of the most interesting takeaways that we have gleaned from downloading and using TikTok. Yeah. One of us has already gone viral on the platform. Spoiler alert, it was not me. This man right here. So we're going to talk about 13 things your church needs to know. Like most social platforms that are new, it's very weird when you get on it. And it's like the same feeling that I felt when I got on Snapchat for the first time. Okay. It's like, there's a lot happening here. I don't understand it. So we're going to help you make sense of it as much as we can.
Yeah.
Firstly, if we had to describe TikTok, it's like IG Stories and Vine had a baby.
Yeah.
To quote Matt Schlicht, TikTok is the culmination of all social content platforms leading up to today. It's mobile-first, short-form videos with a heavy emphasis on music, comedy, dancing, intimacy, and trends. You can follow people, you can browse popular videos, and you can explore hashtags. Now, Vine was a video platform 6-second limit.
6 seconds. Can you believe that?
Made by Twitter, and it went extinct.
Yeah, RIP.
We loved Vine because it was so funny, and it launched the comedy careers and acting careers of many a folk that got on the prime real estate when Vine was just coming up. But it's gone, and it's kind of left a void. TikTok is similar in that the content that we are consuming feels kind of like Vine videos. They're very short videos that are very built around comedy or dancing or music. But what makes it like Instagram stories is that TikTok as an app gives you these content creation tools, much like IG stories, where you can create directly natively within the app itself a ton of content that you can't elsewhere.
Vine was super unique because it almost, in the same way that Twitter has its own style of Twitter comedy that like can't be translated outside of 140 or 280 characters.
You hate to
like,
see it.
Like those jokes don't often work in real life, but they work on Twitter. Vine was kind of the same thing. It's like, well, who would have ever thought of making 6-second videos? Like, what can you do with 6 seconds? But it almost initiated a different style of comedy that now, Vine's been gone for I don't know how long, but how many of us still go back to YouTube, search funniest Vine compilations, and you're just watching like 12 minutes of 6-second clips, and they're hilarious. So it almost initiated a new style of content. And we've seen different platforms imitate these kinds of breakthroughs before. So Vine is extinct, and now you see TikTok kind of, on the back of that style of comedy. But we saw it with Snapchat. When Snapchat stories were succeeding, Facebook jumped in and said, hey, now you have this exact same feature on Instagram. And what I found really interesting, and I had to read this online because this app is not available in Canada. It's an app called Lasso. And if you're in the States and you have this app, let us know in the comments if you use it or what it's like. But this is an app that Facebook launched last year that what the internet says is basically a carbon copy of TikTok. But Facebook introduced it to the market last year and says, basically, we see something really viral happening on TikTok. We need to invest in this. So I think that's social proof enough to say that if a big social media conglomerate like Facebook is looking at TikTok and saying, we need to double down on this, it's worth paying attention to.
Second thing you need to know about TikTok, most videos are 15 to 60 seconds in length, but the vast majority are on the shorter end, which is unique because growing up in social media, I feel like we always would use the maximum amount of time allotted with video.
Sure.
Like you knew that 60 seconds was the amount allowed on Instagram, and most videos would be that long.
Yeah.
Or with Instagram stories, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
We're using the 15 second
seconds,
limit. But with TikTok, most of the videos are like 10 seconds, 6 seconds, very similar to Vine. It's as if the users of TikTok or the machine learning, which we'll get to in a moment, are recognizing that the shorter the videos are, the better they perform. And so that incentivizes users to create shorter videos, even though you can create longer ones. I don't know if you experienced this, but when I was first kind of going through the videos, I remember coming across one that was really long. And I was so confused at first because I hadn't seen a long video yet. I just assumed that there was like an 11-second limit or something like that. And I'm watching this video and I'm like, how is it still going? And I was transfixed.
And then you swipe away because it's too long?
No, I watched 90 seconds. You know what the video was? It was this guy at like a fair, at like a carnival, and it was like, if you hold on for 100 seconds, you get $100. And so he's like hanging like, and it's like, and the comment was like, oh my gosh, wait till the end. And I was like, no worries, it's 11 seconds. Yeah. But there's no time code. It doesn't show you how long the video is. So I'm holding it like a fool.
Still waiting.
Just waiting. And then guess how it ends?
He falls.
Yeah, he just falls. And then it auto swipes to the next one. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I waited all that time. I got TikTok.
Yeah, and that behavior is the next thing you need to know about TikTok, is that not only do the videos autoplay and auto swipe away, but TikTok autoplays with full sound on. And I don't know, I'm still new to TikTok, so I don't know if there's a way to turn this off. But when I open the app, I swear I'm clicking on anything to get me away from my homepage, because I know a video is just gonna start playing so loud, and I'm like in the doctor's office or like, just like waiting in the store.
Two-step and cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get it.
It's like, why do you have to play so loud? So TikTok will autoplay with sound on, contrary to your Facebook videos, which of course autoplay without sound.
And the content creation tools we mentioned earlier are truly mind-boggling within this app.
Unbelievable.
It has this motion graphics engine, like an After Effects Lite.
Basically.
But it allows anyone to create videos with motion graphics directly on them within the app. And this is an evolution of social media creation natively within apps that we haven't seen before. It was a big deal when we could just, color grade our photos.
Yeah.
And now we're adding motion graphics directly within an app and publishing all in one.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a rundown of what you can expect from the actual ins and outs of the app, how it works. Let's talk about what your experience will probably be like when you download this app and begin exploring it.
I think I'm just going to say before we get into it, I think this is very dependent on age. And this is the first time that I've been on the other side of the
over
fence.
for us.
Yeah, I just feel out of touch here.
I'm 28.
Yeah, I'm 26. And I think we're too far gone.
We're done.
Yeah.
Because downloading and using this app, it was unfamiliar. And it was disorienting.
The perfect word. Just opening this app and things are playing right away. I haven't followed anybody, right?
You just open it and someone's like, gonna do the host.
Yeah, and I'm like,
spinning
okay,
around.
I didn't ask for this. It's so loud. How do I get away? I can only swipe down. Another video's auto playing. I don't know how to get out of here. And then when you when you get alone, you turn the volume down. It's like, okay, I'm gonna start watching some of this content. It doesn't make any more sense. It's I don't understand.
What is happening right now? What are they doing?
Yeah.
Why is everyone doing this one dance?
Why is it kind of like karaoke, but kind of not?
Everyone's getting their parents in front of the camera, playing vulgar music and just watching how their parents react.
Yeah.
But I can't look away.
Right.
And this is what every evolution of social media is like. We have been doing social, let's say, for 10, 20 years now. We've done the news feed. What made Snapchat stand out? It was unlike anything else we had seen so far. And it kind of was building upon what social media already was. And TikTok does something very similar, where it takes what's working and combines them in a unique and new way, and it is caught on with the younger people.
Yeah.
And this is what all innovation is like, right? It catches on with the young folks, and everyone older doesn't get it. And that's why young folks use it, because it feels like something that belongs to them.
Exclusive, yeah.
And they don't want us to get it, and we're 26 and we're screwed.
I'm nervous.
If this is what's happening now, we're done.
Yeah.
It's over for us.
I figured this
We do this for a living.
I know. I figured this would happen so much later in life when my kids are like teenagers, right? And hey, Dad, come look at this thing, and be like, sorry, kid, I don't get that. I don't even have kids yet, and I'm trying to relate to the kids at church who are not that much younger than me, and I'm just like,
They're clowning you.
I need your help. This Sunday after the service, I went to some girls because we're going to talk about it in a few minutes. I did have a video that kind of went, viral, to use a relative term. And I went to these girls after the service who are in our youth group, and I opened my phone. I said, I'm on TikTok. They go, we know. We saw you.
Oh.
And I said, okay, you got to tell me what's happening. Like, you got to tell me what these comments mean. You need to tell me, what do I do next? What am I doing? And they're like, I don't know. I don't even know how you got that many views. And I said, I don't know either. None of us know. But these kids, they love it.
These kids. Now, they saw you
They did.
on TikTok.
Yeah.
I have an account. I have not published a single video yet.
Right.
But have you seen me on TikTok?
I have, only because I noticed it said Pro Church Tools has followed you.
Okay. So this hasn't happened to you yet. This was the most disorienting thing that happened to me. I'm scrolling through endless memes that I don't understand.
Right.
And then it's my face. Hi, it's Brady Shearer.
Stop it.
Yes.
How?
I don't know how. It's not part of Facebook.
What was the source?
It was our social media program ad. So I gotta talk to marketing because apparently we're on TikTok.
They're advertising to the 12-year-olds on TikTok.
We got them all
you
on
need
the
nucleus.
social program. Yeah, then there was a nucleus. It was like, have you upgraded your nucleus? I was like, what is this? What is happening?
Wow.
So that was weird seeing my own face.
Yeah, that's
because I was kind of trying to be on there like a little stealth.
Sure.
And then I'm there already.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it.
You beat yourself to TikTok.
Let's talk about the two things that will help you understand the experience of TikTok the most. The first is that it is incredibly repetitive. Content creation revolves around what's called sounds. Maybe it's a song clip. And what ends up happening because of this is 99% of the most popular videos on TikTok are always people doing the exact same thing as everyone else. On TikTok, everyone's making the same content. So instead of the content being changed by the person is being changed by the content. And the best analogy that I have for this is think of a cooking show. Two different ones. In the first cooking show, you have a list of 5 contestants, and each one is allowed to create whatever they want. They can bring to the table whatever ingredients that they choose, and they can create a dish from scratch. Versus TikTok, where it's one of those cooking shows where you get 5 ingredients, and all 5 contestants are forced to create something with those same ingredients.
Yeah.
And everyone loves those shows because we love seeing how everyone gets the same starting point, and then what's each person's unique take on these 5 ingredients?
Right, and the playing field is the same. It's even for everyone. So if there's somebody who's super viral on TikTok, if I'm a 12-year-old girl, I can create the same post archetype as they did. And I think what's important to note here is the foundation of all of this is that TikTok was formerly Musical.ly, right? That app where it was just this music feature where you kind of sing along with the songs. I never really got into it. I didn't understand it. But if you download TikTok today from the App Store on your phone, you'll see it's the actual company name. The app is called TikTok, but the company name is still called Musical.ly. So that's where this post archetype comes from. And that's why you see a lot of the content is kind of the same, but just interpreted differently by different people.
So there's this one meme, it's called Choices. And the sound that you use is a song by E40. And essentially it's just going, yup, nope.
Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep.
And when you create your video, you'll put on a motion graphic on top of it. So there's a video of you and you're just kind of standing there bip bopping.
Yeah.
And I saw one with Amish. It was 5 Mennonite girls.
Oh,
and it was
yes.
are we Amish? Nope. Mennonite? Yup. Are we sisters? Nope. In Christ? Yup. it's oh, that's a great take.
Yes.
5 Mennonite, younger girls, and they create this really funny video using this meme.
Yeah.
And a lot of I'm getting geolocated, targeted, so a lot of it's Canadian content.
Sure.
So it's niche Ontario town jokes. So
Right.
it's are you from Scarborough? Nope. Are you from Mississauga? Yup. And I'm
Yeah.
GTA.
Yeah, they got you.
Stuff like that. And that's just one of the memes. And basically, you kind of tap into one of these memes and then you create something on top of it. So I saw a comment from someone in our company and they were like, I don't get it. It's so boring. I downloaded it. Everyone's doing the exact same thing and I got rid of it. But that's exactly what the users of TikTok love, because everyone is jumping on the same bandwagon and eventually a meme will run its course and then you move on to something else. And this is where the second incredibly wild thing about TikTok that you need to understand comes into play. Virality is probable. To quote Matt Schlicht again, which we're going to link an article that he wrote. It's the best article I've found so far. It's like a beginner's guide to TikTok on how to use it. We'll have it linked in the show notes. He
taught us old folks how to use it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We'd be lost without you, Matt. Thank you. He says, TikTok has found a way to give you an infinite number of chances at getting hit by viral lightning, and it's like nothing you've seen before. If you want to have a viral video on YouTube, there is no formula. It's a lot of luck. You can create a certain type of video that seems like more likely to go viral, but you could create something amazing and have like no success over and over and over again. I have two friends in my life named Alex. Both have already gone viral on TikTok. Let's talk about Alex Wilson. We've mentioned him on videos in the past. He does Insta Church. Alex Wilson right now on TikTok, as of this morning, so it will certainly be way more, has 70,000 followers and 1.4 million likes on his videos.
And has not been on TikTok for a month.
Yeah, not a month. 70,000 followers, 1.5 million likes.
Yeah.
Alexander Mills has posted 2 videos.
Yes.
One of them already has 15,000 views. Likes? Views? Yeah, views.
15,000 views.
How many followers do you have? Dude has no followers. He has like 61 followers.
And over well over 3,000 likes. The engagement rates are out of this world. And this is where I needed the girls' help at church, because what was happening on this video that kind of went moderately viral for me was people were commenting FIP, FYP.
Hashtag FIP.
And I asked the girls at church, I'm like, why are people commenting this word that I don't understand on my pictures? And they started laughing out loud. They said, it means For You page. I said, well, what does that mean?
That's not helpful.
And so I've learned that it means that the people who are commenting FIP are telling me that that's how they saw that video. It came across their For You page.
Which is kind of the default homepage when you open the app.
Yeah, so it's like the Explore page on Instagram. It's a curated feed of posts that the algorithm thinks that you'd be interested in. But for me, I have 2 posts. They're both about coffee, and I don't follow anyone. And at this point, I didn't have any followers.
You're brand new to the app.
Right, but TikTok, for some reason, funneled me into some sort of engagement algorithm that put this video in front of at least 15,000 people who've watched it so far. And the engagement rates on this platform are wild. So virality is absolutely probable, especially because we have these kind of like meme archetypes set out for us, right? So for that E40 song, the Yep Nope thing, it's like it's a joke that it's like a template for a joke. You just have to fill in the punchline.
It's like ad libs.
Yeah, and so
ad libs.
So everyone exactly. So everyone gets a chance, right? And different people can use that same archetype and become viral in different ways, but using that same archetype. So there's a wild opportunity for engagement on this platform, unlike I've ever seen on any social platform before.
And as far as we understand it, the algorithm is based upon machine learning. And this is what makes TikTok different, because it uses this AI to determine precisely just how good your video is, and then ranks you on a scale of, oh, this deserves, tens of views to tens of millions of views.
Yeah.
And it's not too dissimilar from other algorithms where basically they show your post to like a small group of people. And then depending on how they respond to it, it will then be shared with even more of your followers. Except instead of your followers, TikTok's just like, oh, this video will be seen by everyone.
Yeah.
And you'll get 100 million views or 15,000 views or 1.5 million views.
Well, when you're scrolling through Instagram and you see a post from someone that you're not following, it'll say shown to you because it's similar to accounts that you follow, right? But I was reading this article from Hootsuite, and they were talking about TikTok and said that TikTok revolves less around people you follow and more around introducing users to new content. So it's less about kind of an echo chamber of the types of people you follow, because these 13-year-old girls who are following me now don't follow other coffee influencers, right? They're following other 13-year-old girls. So it has nothing to do with the type of people they follow. It has everything to do with what the machine said my video is worth.
Speaking of 13-year-old girls, this is now the second time that Brady Shearer, the handle, has been stolen by a 13-year-old girl from Texas.
Wow.
First it was Snapchat, now Musical.ly/TikTok.
She beat you to TikTok.
And I have no hope Because by the time that I'm going to come across the next social platform, she will have been on it for 6 to 8 months. So there's no hope for me.
Yeah.
Problem was my Snapchat handle, which is Brady Shear 1. I don't use Snapchat anymore. It was also taken on TikTok.
So what are you, Brady.Shear?
No, I put in Pro Church Tools because it wasn't taken.
Right.
But now I don't feel like that's even good.
Right.
I'm in trouble, man. Come on, Facebook. Just do something.
I know. Yeah, help us out.
Actually, no. We all hate you, Facebook. No one likes you. How often should you post on TikTok? It's been recommended to us 1 to 2 times per day. The demo is young right now, so people will disparage it. We saw this with Snapchat. You see this with every new social platform. It happened with YouTube, which seems crazy now. But the demo right now on TikTok is going to skew very young. We're talking like teenage young, not young adults, like teenagers young. And so we had someone, again, in our company that was like, there's no reason to be on this platform because it's only young people, and that will not translate in any way to business success. And not only is it just young people, it's just young people trying to get jokes off. So likes doesn't mean actual true engagement. Just because you get 1.5 million views, that doesn't mean you've actually gained any influence whatsoever. And that is a valid point. But on the same token, this is how every social media platform begins. It starts with young people, and they want it and like it because it's only their thing. And then all of the business people come in, and it gains maturity, and eventually it becomes a viable business model. We saw it with Facebook. We saw it with Instagram. We saw it with YouTube. We saw it with Snapchat until Facebook came in and copied it. So getting in early is always a wise move to understand a platform and to kind of just grab up that prime real estate. Like, let's use Alex Wilson as an example. Alex starts InstaChurch, and he's on Instagram, and Instagram is a highly saturated platform, and it's kind of hard to gain traction. It takes a lot of work and a little bit of luck and especially good timing, and the timing isn't as great now because the platform is so saturated. He's trying to do that same thing on YouTube, and it's even more saturated than Instagram, even more mature at this point. And then he goes on TikTok, and what he's doing, no one else is doing because he just got there before everyone else. He gets up some of that real estate, and who knows, in 3 years, he might be, one of the top 5 Christian influencers on TikTok because he got in there early, and that timing was great. With social nowadays, it's not necessarily if your content is good. That it needs to be good. But you also need to have some luck and some timing. There are people that probably have much better content than you if you have any type of success. But the timing just wasn't as good. A huge part of our success was that we just were here 7 years ago, and now it's 7 years later.
A good thing our content has improved.
Well, TikTok is prime real estate right now.
Yeah, sure is.
People will disparage it. People will make fun of it. And there's no guarantee that it ever parlays into some type of action or influence that your church truly values. But it's kind of like every new social platform is like this lottery ticket. And if you don't have one, you can't actually win. But it's like a really good odds lottery ticket, like way better than an actual real lottery ticket.
Yeah, but I think this is unique for churches because for someone like me, so I've been wrestling with the same question, right? So some video gets some traction on TikTok, but for me, it's like 12-year-old girls aren't drinking coffee, and I'm not going to have an opportunity to sell them a how to homebrew handbook or a t-shirt or whatever. So who am I talking to on TikTok? But for churches, and I've learned this from Alex Wilson and his success on TikTok, it's like, it doesn't really matter if they're ever going to come to your church because they're hearing the good news of Jesus Christ, right? And that's kind of all we need is a hearing ear. We don't need a butt in a seat. We need to seize the 167, those hours that we aren't at church. And for Alex Wilson, over 1.5 million views, 1.5 million people have heard the gospel of Jesus Christ because he got to TikTok. So for churches, it's okay if we don't convert them into paying customers because we don't have paying customers. We just have people who we think need to hear the story that we're telling.
And if you're a church, unlike Alex's audience or Pro Church Nation, your audience includes 13-year-old girls.
Well, exactly. In church, how many times do we have the conversation like, how are we going to reach the next generation? Well, we know where the next generation is. They're on TikTok. We know what they're doing. They're just watching mindless videos. So let's get there and put a phone in the hand of your youth pastor who is a goofball anyways, right? Who may be on TikTok already, but if they're not, once they got on there, they're going to be like, this is the platform designed for me. I just get to be a lunatic on here. Get them to make funny videos, and that's the kind of content that's resonating with kids on TikTok right now. This is the perfect landscape for church youth ministries in 2019.
Yeah, and if you're youth are mostly on Snapchat and TikTok. I think most churches would perceive TikTok as a much preferable alternative because as far as I understand, everything's public. There's no like private messages that are disappearing and make it kind of sketchy for your senior leadership to be on because we don't want to have any type of like perceived impropriety that's happening and we can't trace anything, which makes it suspect. None of that's there. And you get to again, kind of like with YouTube, we've talked about the best student ministry strategy for youth. YouTube is just to like get your kids to make the videos for you.
Yes.
Like get them to make the videos for you.
Yeah.
Oh, also, all the videos, you don't have to come up with ideas. They're all there.
Yeah.
Do you know how many yes, no videos you could do about like fun youth ministry things?
Yes.
Like it's already done for you. You don't have to come up with any ideas. Just bandwagon on the stuff that's already working right now.
Man.
Churches love that stuff. We all just copy the other church down the road. Now it's actually a good strategy.
Could you imagine having a youth night where all your kids bring their phones and it's a competition, a TikTok competition to get them to create some sort of, you choose a post archetype, create some sort of content, and then all those posts get posted from the church page. One of them goes viral. Your kids are addicted to sharing the good news of Jesus on TikTok.
We didn't understand TikTok at the beginning of this
I understand
episode,
it so well now.
We just did it.
Yeah, we can't post this episode because we just unlocked it.
Yeah, we need to keep that for ourselves.
Yes.
It's not safe to hand out to everybody. Another final thing you should know before we'll give you a resource if you want to learn more about TikTok is that TikTok is driving the music charts. So Old Town Road, Lil Nas X, Song of the Summer, the longest running #1 single in Billboard's history. To quote Lil Nas X, I promoted the song as a meme for months until it caught on to TikTok and it became way bigger.
The song was a meme.
Before it was ever on the charts and I heard it, it was just a meme on Musical.ly or on TikTok and people were making funny videos because it was such a fun and unique song. And I now this is an aside, but we need to get this on the record.
Yeah.
New Music Friday came on Spotify and went into it and I heard this song and I declared on the day of, what did I declare? Tell everyone.
You declared that Old Town Road would be the song of the summer.
And everyone laughed.
So I thought it was A, too early, and B, I thought the song sucked, which I still stand by. But you were right.
And you were wrong on both occasions.
Not only song of the summer, song of the Billboard ever.
Yeah, song of the life.
Yeah. Yeah. And it started as a joke on TikTok, and now his life has been changed forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's something that all of us can relate to. We've all heard that song, right? And it just started on this weird little app.
And so if you think like, oh, it's only for young people, like, young folks drive culture, whether you like it or not. The most popular song in the world was driven by young people on their dumb meme video app that I love and is addictive. And I want to understand more.
Yes, so keep your eyes out for some hot meme content coming from Pro Church Tools.
I have 0 followers. Oh no, Alex followed me.
Or at Brady.shearer123.
They won't let me even change my username right now.
Oh, okay.
Open once every 30 days, but I've opened it like 3 days ago. So at Pro Church Tools on TikTok, please follow me. I have no friends. If you want to learn more about TikTok and how brands are using it and how your church can as well, great resource is the4upage.com. We mentioned Matt Schlicht, I think is how you pronounce his last name. He's basically, he's a founder of a company, but he's creating content and sharing everything he's learning about TikTok as he goes along. And he's using it for his brand, and we can learn how to use it for our churches as well. This is one of the few times where there's a social platform that Pro Church Nation will find more value in than I will.
Sure.
Because usually, Facebook makes more sense for Pro Church Tools than an individual church because we're reaching a worldwide audience where a church is more local. But we don't have like really young kids in our audience, whereas your church does. And the time to strike is now.
Yes.
You will not understand anything that's happening.
It's okay.
That's how it works.
Get your
You'll figure
username
it out.
now. Go do it.
Yeah. Don't end up like me. Don't have a 13-year-old girl steal your church's handle on TikTok. That'll do it for this episode of Pro Church Tools. We'll see you next time. And thanks for making it to the end of this video. It means the world. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss another video.
And you know what time it is. Time to like this video. See you in the next one.